Hi, this is Searcher in Charge. We're here to help you find quality answers to your questions. This is video 6 in our series of videos that help you find quality health information. During our last 5 videos, we learned 5 steps that can help us plan, find, and analyze quality health information, but did not put a name to these steps. Now we can quickly remember these steps using this easy saying called in fact. N stands for defining the questions or information that needs knowing, and for staying in focus with the questions. P stands for plan, F for find, A for analyze, and C for conclude. In our last videos, we used in fact without knowing it, and now have an easy way to remember what steps to take when other questions arise. During the rest of this video, we will see an example of how we use in fact using a health question as our example. There is a source at the end of the video for our 5-step model called in fact, if you want to read more after this video. Remember, you can click in the middle of the video to stop and restart the video. So let's get started and use this example. What if a friend told you that someone you both know just found out they had cancer? At this time, you know nothing else about the type of cancer your friend has. You like this person and want to find out more about cancer. So now you have a question or information need. The question or information need is to learn about different types of cancer and to stay in focus while you do this search. The plan is to use phrase searching, which is something we learned about in Searcher in Charge Health Information video number 3, with the keywords types of cancer in Google and Bing, and to look on a public library website for health and medical resources so you can compare information. Many times we do the 5 steps of in fact in our head, yet at times it can be useful to write a few things down. It is up to you. Using phrase searching, we will find information by typing in types of cancer in Google and Bing, and also by going to a library website and finding their resources for health and medical information. I can also go to the library in person. Let's practice. Okay, I've opened up Windows Internet Explorer, and the first thing my eyes go to is the address bar because I want to see whose home I'm in. Google.com is my home page, so I can see it's in there. And what I'm going to do now is, because I'm in Google, I'll go ahead and use my phrase searching, and I'm going to type in types of cancer and close it out, hit enter. Okay, now in the first tab, I have some search results that I can analyze later. My plan said to look for 3 things, and so I'm going to stay in focus, and I want to find Bing next. So I can type it in, and now I'm in Bing. I'll do the same thing here. I'm going to do types of cancer in here. Close it out and hit enter. Now I've got search results for Google. I've got search results for Bing that I can analyze. One part of my plan was to go to my public library. You would type yours in. I'm going to start to type it in, and I can see the one that they're suggesting to me is the correct website for my public library. So I'm going to click on it. And now I'm also in my public library. I'm going to look over here and see that I want the research tools, because I'm doing some research. And I'm going to start to scroll down here just a little bit so I can see what's in front of me. I'm looking for research guides, subject guides, websites. There we go. I see they have subject guides. And then I start to scroll down, and health and medicine is there, so I want to use that. So I'm going to click on that. Now, in our 5-step model, we had the IN stand for our information need or question plus staying in focus. There's a lot of great information on here that I can come back to later, but I want to stay in focus, so I'm going to start scroll down, and I'm really just focusing on looking for cancer. So as I scroll down, I can see there's some things I may want to come back to, but I'm staying in focus, and bingo, here we go. They do have a lot of good things on cancer. So already, because I had a plan and I stayed in focus, I used some quick finding tips. I have 3 really good sources now that I can get an overview of types of cancer. We learned how to analyze information from a website in videos number 4 and 5, which you can review anytime. So let's practice. To see the other Searcher in Charge videos, type in youtube.com in the address bar, and then in the search box, type in Searcher in Charge, and the Searcher in Charge health information videos will come up. The title is all the same except for the number of the video, and then the one key thing you need to look at is that it's by Lark Birdsong, the author of the videos. I say that because we've already had some folks violate our copyright, and what they've done is put their ads at the beginning or the end of the video, and everything looks identical except you will see in the author line it will be a different author. If you see a different author other than Lark Birdsong, these are not authorized Searcher in Charge videos. Now let's go back to our plan, and we had typed in types of cancer, and we had typed them in Google, Bing, and in our library, and we had 3 different tabs up there, so we were efficient. When we are in our analyze phase now, we go down and we look at the title, we look at how the description, and we look at the URL. Let's look at the first result in Google. Common cancer types, National Cancer Institute is a fairly good title for our purpose. The description seems to fit something that would help us, and we always have to look at the URL, Cancer.gov. .gov is a fairly good domain extension for us for health information. Now let's look at Bing. One thing that's different right now between Bing and Google is that Bing is showing some of their sponsored sites at the top, and we want to just ignore those right now. Let's read the first title, breast cancer types. Already I'm staying in focus. I don't want to focus just on breast cancer, so I'm going to move to the second one. A to Z list of cancers from the National Cancer Institute. That's fairly good. The description is a little bit off, but I want to look at the URL because of the title. Now, it's the same Cancer.gov URL as I saw in Google. So I've got a couple now that are search results that are the same. And now I want to look in my library because that was also part of my plan. And in your library, you're looking for research guides or research subjects or websites. In mine, it was called it was called subjects. And what I did was I looked on the health and medicine one, and now I want to scroll down because I'm staying in focus and looking for the cancer. Here's their cancer one, and I'm looking at the titles. They don't have descriptions, but there's several good titles. I'm going to look and see if their National Cancer Institute is the same as the other ones. Now, because I like to keep my search results up in 3 different tabs right now, I'm going to right-click, and I'm going to open this one search result in a separate tab. You can see it loading over here. I train my eyes to go right back up to the address bar to see whose home I'm in, and I am in Cancer.gov's home. And now as I look at it, the title is National Cancer Institute. It's from the United States National Institutes of Health. And I'm now looking and I see it's got common cancer types. This is right on with our purpose, and so I'm going to right click again and open the link in a new tab, and I can see now I could read about different types of cancer. So now the next thing I want to do is find out what my friend's specific cancer type is, and I have a website now that I can read. Now let's look at one way we can conclude the information we found and analyzed. I'm in Windows Internet Explorer, and I'm in the home of Cancer.gov. I know that I want to come back to this page once I find out what type of cancer my friend has. So to conclude my search, I can click on Favorites, Add to Favorites, and click on the Add button, and I will be able to come back and find this search again. If I'm in another browser, they sometimes use the words like bookmark, which Mozilla Firefox uses, and it's the same function. So be sure and conclude your search. Here's what we learned today, a 5-step method called In Fact to help us find quality health information, to stay in focus with our question while searching. We learned we can review other Searcher in Charge health information videos to learn more. At times we use In Fact in our head or by writing down. This is Lark Birdsong of the Information Literacy Initiative at the University of Washington Information School.